So the newest fragrance by Parfums de Marly is called Haltane, and for a while people were not really able to sample it as readily because it wasn't exclusive to Harrods in London. Now you can actually find it at a few different locations. So in today's Cephalabon contributor video, I'm going to be telling you all about this brand new release, a special announcement, and also a special giveaway. So make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin this video on the brand new Haltane by Parfums de Marly, and I give you my thoughts, my impression, and also tell you about a special giveaway and event that's coming up very soon, I do want to start things off by mentioning that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified whenever I do upload future videos to this channel. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if you take something of value from today's episode. Now, I'm a huge fan of Marly. Pegasus, Pegasus Exclusive, Leighton Exclusive, Carlisle, Acaster, the list goes on. And here's a fragrance that contains some really interesting ingredients. This is a 2021 release. It was actually released towards the end of last year. This was an exclusive to Harrods, as if you couldn't tell by the color palette of the bottle and the hardware. And this fragrance has saffron, leather, praline, agarwood. It has so many enchanting ingredients. And if you want to enter for your chance to win a bottle of this fragrance, all you have to do is shoot on over to cephalabon.com. I'm going to leave links down below. Actually, the first link in the description box. All you have to do is read through the article, and after you've become a registered reader, just leave a quality comment on the article and you'll automatically be entered to win a full-size bottle. Good luck, everybody. And also, if you happen to be in the New York area this Friday, which I believe is May 6th, there is going to be an event, the official launch event for Parfums de Marly Haltane. It's going to be at the Parfums de Marly boutique on Washington Street, and it's going to be at 5 o'clock. I will try my absolute best to be there, so I'm going to leave information to that down below as well. I hope you can make it. They always throw an incredible event. I'm super excited to attend. But here we have a fragrance that I know people have been anticipating for a long time. I'm excited to give you my breakdown of the smell. Let's go ahead and start things off with a quick look at the presentation. This fragrance opens up with a generous amount of sweetness, and I personally love the sweetness in here. It's funny because praline is listed as an accord in this fragrance, and I am totally getting the praline. Now, it's not an overly sweet praline. It does have some darker, more complex facets about it, but I'm familiar with the scent of praline from fragrances like, I believe, Velvet Tonka by BDK Parfum, even Black Excess by Paco Rabanne. So I've smelled praline in a few different fragrances before, and as I smell this, I'm like, yep, there's that praline accord loud and clear, but it doesn't dominate the composition. It gives enough of its sweetness. It lends that really unique quality to the fragrance without being domineering or overly assertive. As a matter of fact, what I get secondary to the praline is actually the saffron. Now, saffron also gives off a leathery vibe, which is precisely what's happening in this fragrance. And the saffron is exotic, it's spicy, there's an ample amount of it. If you've ever cooked with saffron or if you've ever smelled saffron, you're going to see that there is an ample dose of saffron in this fragrance. And that's a good thing because I think it adds to that sort of exotic, illustrious Middle Eastern quality, but also the performance. This fragrance does really, really well. So I've been wearing this fragrance for the past few days pretty consistently in preparation for this review. And the one thing that I've noticed is there's no need to reapply this fragrance at lunchtime. This fragrance is an enduring and long-lasting composition. If you spray it on at 7 in the morning, it's gonna go strong until like 5 p.m. at night, a solid 10 hours longevity. And again, you're gonna get that woodsy appeal in the base. There's agarwood listed in here. And the agarwood in here is not an animalic agarwood, which I think is gonna be good news for a lot of people. That translates to it being very accessible, very easy to wear, very smooth, and very much so on the mass appealing side of things. There is a certain enigmatic quality, and I think the darkness mixed with the sweetness is probably probably reminding some people of Oud for Greatness by Inicio Parfum. I know I've seen some other comparisons online as well. Some people have even compared it to Oud for Happiness, and I think Oud for Happiness and Oud for Greatness are two completely disparate fragrances. But in any case, I do think this fragrance has its own unique personality. There is going to be that contrast between spicy and sweet, and that just adds to like the really dynamic, enigmatic, and exotic quality of the fragrance, which I really enjoy. In terms of the sweet appeal, it's not as sweet as, say, the vanilla in Carlisle. It's not as sweet as the honey in Herod. It's actually a really nice balance of the woods and the spices, and everything kind of comes together and coalesces to form this overall great fragrance. And Haltane is going to be a hit from the brand, especially now that it's become accessible to so many more people. And I know people visiting the boutique, or people going to Saks, or people hitting up any of these destinations that are carrying Haltane will have the opportunity to smell it, and I know they're personally going to really enjoy it. Even this test strip, I mean, I sprayed this thing like half an hour ago and it smells like I just sprayed it on here. I know I have a very acute sense of smell, but even the average person is going to say, man, this is strong, and I sprayed this a while ago. In any case, I'm super happy with this new release, very happy that the brand has released something like this. And I know people always kind of use that narrative of the brand is going back to their roots. No, what I think the brand is doing is they're being incredibly versatile. They can throw out something very bright and fresh and versatile like a Percival, but then in the same breath they can release something very dark, complex, long-lasting, and enduring like Haltane. Very proud of the brand, and I hope this fragrance continues to do well. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. Now, first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, although some other comparisons have been made, at the end of the day, it is a unique fragrance. It does its own thing. I can easily distinguish between this fragrance and maybe some of the other comparisons that I've read about online. At the end of the day, this fragrance does have its own unique personality. And in terms of the overall smell, I don't think it's as versatile per se as something like a Percival or a Pegasus or even a Galloway, but I think this fragrance is really going to cater to the needs of the true fragrance connoisseur, somebody who doesn't want an average Joe, somebody who wants a fragrance that smells a little bit more distinctive, something that has a bit of oomph behind it. You're definitely going to find that here. Longevity, 10 hours, projection, amazing for the first hour of application. It didn't even start to sit closer to the skin until about that 7 to 8 hour mark. Incredible longevity and projection. In terms of the versatility, I think special occasion is really where it's at. I think the colder weather is really when this fragrance is going to shine the most. However, if you're wearing it in a climate controlled environment and you spray conservatively, I think you can also get away with wearing this one indoors, even in an office environment, because like I said, the sweetness does make it a little bit more easier to wear, perhaps, for lack of a better phrase. Although I don't think there's anything daring about this per se. It's not like a Cahuyan or an Acaster. There are definitely some darker fragrances from the brand. This one doesn't come anywhere near those. Perfectly unisex in my opinion, although some people, because of the woodsy base and the agarwood, they'll say it leans masculine. I can understand that. And in terms of the presentation, I love the dark green with the gold hardware, very Harrods-esque, and it was done on purpose. My final verdict on this fragrance is I love it. I think it's a solid release from the brand. It employs and utilizes a really unique sweetness about it. And Kalan kind of did that too with the blood orange and the cinnamon, and it kind of has like this dark yet sweet personality. And this is kind of along those lines, but it's still different. It utilizes different ingredients to achieve a similar olfactive effect, but it's a totally different fragrance at the end of the day. I'm impressed, super stoked to have this. I'm gonna wear it again tomorrow. So there you have it, ladies and gents. Thank you for joining me, and hopefully you can join me in person on May 6th if I'm getting my dates correct. It's this Friday. All of the information is gonna be down below. Parfums de Marly Boutique, Washington Street, 5 p.m. Manhattan. Please be there. I would love to see you there. There's a 95% chance that I'm gonna make it, but thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, please don't forget to enter for your chance to win a full-size bottle over at cephalabon.com. First link in the description. Just leave a comment on the article. You'll be good to go. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.